Hello, this is a quick demo of OpenApi4s. So OpenApi4s is using a API first approach. So this means you need to have an OpenAPI spec declared first. Then what you do is you use a mil plugin called mil OpenApi4s. You need to extend this module, of course, and you just need to tell it package where you want your controllers and models to be generated. So currently we only have this main function, but we still don't have the models generated. So let's do that. We'll call mil API generate, and it will also format our Scala code. And now we can see that it generated a lot of files in our API package. So there are models for every entity in our schema, and there are also controllers for each tag in the OpenAPI spec. So let's add this API generated code, git status, git commit, just to see later on when we generate it again that it preserves the structure. So let's run this first to see how it behaves by default. So let's send a request, and we can see that it's file1 not implemented, and it says to do return a sequence of pets. So let's now turn off our server, and we will just copy paste some code that I prepared into our controller. And let's implement this find by status endpoint. Okay, so here it is. And let's now run it again. API.run. So yeah, now it should return a 200 OK with a list of pets that we implemented a few seconds ago. Let's see that. Okay, it's running. Now if we send request, of course we can see the list that we implemented, and that's all nice. And let's say we do a git diff. We made some basic implementation. And now if we generate the code again, so we didn't change anything in our OpenAPI specs, so we expect that it won't destroy our code that we implemented. So let's see that here. It's formatting just because we need a nicer diff. Git status, git diff. Okay, so it only changed the formatting, so our code should still compile. Okay, so now let's see what happens if we change something in our OpenAPI spec. So we'll change the pet model. We have some properties here, and let's say we add an age property, and let's say it is required. So we will generate again, and this time the OpenAPI4s will just add this new parameter called age. So let's see now, git diff. So we change the spec. So the only change that is relevant is this age field that we added, and of course we added some validation. So the maximum is 150. And let's now run it again. So yeah, this time it will just return this additional field in the find by status endpoint. Okay, so of course now it doesn't compile, and let's say age equals. Okay, we need to make a small change here to set the new field, and let's now run it again. Okay, now it is running. Let's run fire a request. So now it returns the age also. Of course, there are other endpoints and you can play with those. This one is missing the age, so this is like a new field. We need to set it, and then it works. You know, it returns 8 to do. So that's all in a nutshell. Thanks for watching.